Hi again. I promised you a tour around my Tudor townhouse, so here we are. This is the front of it. Now before I get started on the tour, I'd like to show you what I made a lot of it out of. I made it out of these wine box thinners that I went down to the local wine shop and they gave me a whole carton of them. And they will last me for a long time. I've made heaps of stuff with these. Very good for tiles and for rocks. And I put it on this base here to make it look like mud, because this is a medieval townhouse and they used to have muddy roads. And moving up the house, I made these little gargoyles out of a little dog, a model of a dog that I just pressed its head into a mould, and then I made Fimo heads. And only one person has ever said, "Oh, you've got dogs under your eaves." I've met only one person out of all the people that ever looked at this house. It's quite remarkable, really. So using these egg cartons or wine inners, I made the sides and I made it look like rock, painted it and stuck things on it, put a little head in here, little surprise, and he's really the guardian of the house. That looks like a beetle has moved in. Never mind. Must have been so realistic. And then, as it was their wont, they used to build a room onto the side when they felt like it. I put another little room on there, which is the pantry. Coming around the other side, I used the same wine box thinners, but I pressed them flatter and I made it look like masonry, like mason had cut them into blocks. So the contrast is the rough stone at the bottom and then the neater stone going up to the chimney. And the tiles, which some of these houses were tiled right down to the stonework, they were just strips of card with notches cut in them or pattern cut in them. And the same with the house roof. Now the inside of the house has got an apothecary shop on the ground floor, and he's busy going to give his customer a nostrum. And then going up, we've got the living quarters for him and his wife, Rose, who's sitting up the top here. And the cook is busy cooking dinner. And as ale was drunk morning, noon and night, you really have to have provisions for a good lot of ale for the household. So I made sure I had plenty of that. And I didn't leave this in there because I kept knocking things over when I put my hand in. But this is the Christmas dinner that the cook's working on. She's finished the pig. And this is an actual Yule candle, my version of a Yule candle. And they used to have the candle burning across Christmas. And at the end of Christmas, they would put another candle on the top. So you have these years of different bits of candle building up over quite a long time. So that's my Christmas feast. Now, just one or two things in here. The Duit, or if you're in Scotland, it's a Duit. If you're English, it's a dovecote. And some of these houses had them in different places, probably on the roof. This one opens into the bedroom, which is really handy if you're hungry at night. And it opens up and you could get the eggs and the eggs from there. This little Tudor chair, which I made by cutting it on the cry-cut machine and gluing it together, that will be a download on my website in a couple of days' time, so just keep looking for that. There's another one here that's not quite finished. This is before all the finishes are done on it. So, if you have any questions about anything about my Tudor house, just contact me.